Hey everybody, and welcome to Deckin' Around Deck Specs. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ARW Deck by Luke Wadey Design. Before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, another great deck by Luke Wadey. I'm a big fan of Luke and his creative designs. He's definitely out of the box with his creativity, which I really dig. This deck and tuck was printed by USPCC. It is premium crushed B stock, and it was a print run of 2,500. I love the all black and white tuck. It's really sleek with the big arrow down the bottom. And um, the cool thing that you actually mentioned was the arrow kind of, is a take on the L and W for Luke Wadey, huh?
Yeah, no, I think that's a really neat little touch that he did, and it really speaks to his graphic design nature more than being a collector or a cardist or a magician. He's kind of unique in the field like that.
Yeah, cool, really cool one-way back design. You get two different directions where, you can get different fans. It handles really well. Of course, being USPCC, but the fans I thought was really cool. There's two different options. I like the other side better. It's just a little more intense for me.
Yeah, see, I'm a
And
big fan
and
of the small arrow.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the big arrow is kind of cool, but it feels great. The face cards are really cool. It has not identical jokers, but definitely really cool jokers. They really pop with color, and again, just like your normal Luke style is just very topographical and really just detail oriented with design. It's just there's different aspects of the cards that I see, every time I look at the deck, I just see different things. It's there's just so many different things on it.
Absolutely. And I love the substitution on these of the arrow for the spade.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely isn't a deck that you'd probably play rummy with or poker or something like that, just because it's really difficult to, maybe after you get used to it, it'd be easier, but it's not something that you'd probably hand over to someone to play cards with.
Yeah,
It took me a little bit to get used to the spades and clubs right here, how different they are, but you just have to get used to it.
absolutely. And even the hearts too has that variation where it's like the downward arrow versus the upward arrow of the spade here.
Right, yeah, 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 but I mean, I dig it. It's I think it's a really really cool cardistry deck, if you ask me. I
Absolutely.
think yeah, I really dig it. I think it's aesthetically pleasing for me anyway. I like how it has the all black court cards, and then the all red ones as well. It's really cool.
Very good. Got a very minimalist feel to it, but in a very like again graphic design way, true to his roots there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just his technical and quick, creative ways are just so cool. Like he comes up with things and um, that aren't your normal everyday playing card design, which I enjoy and appreciate. Has an extra a gaff card. If you see it, has the king on one side and the queen on the other. It's kind of a
Uh,
cool little gaff.
And one
Yeah,
of
I
the
like that side better.
well, and one of the things I just noticed about the deck too is on the bottom of all of the cards, it actually has the symbol, and then it tells you what suit it actually is. So something that, again, like you said, every time you look at the deck, there's something new that you're finding. So if you take a look at the bottom of the cards here, on the King of Clubs in small writing right there, it shows the club symbol and says clubs. So I'm sure Luke expected a little bit of confusion at first glance as to what the actual suits were, and so he really, being the practical graphic designer, tried to account for that, which I think is amazing. The amount of thought and
Yeah.
detail he puts into his decks really shows through.
Yeah, and the one thing that I appreciate is he definitely knew that it was a different deck, and he went with it anyway. He followed through, and he was successful on it. So kudos to Luke, and a big fan of his work.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to see what he comes out with next.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just dropped something on Kickstarter that just funded, so congratulations to Luke.
Yep. Yeah, and always fun to see his next project. So, and he's got an amazing turnaround time with this stuff. So, I'm sure it won't be long before we see something fun and exciting from him again.
Yeah, yeah, maybe V2 arrows. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for checking out the video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for future deck specs. And again, thanks so much.
Peace out.